Okay, this is gonna be a miscellaneous video. I have a little bit of a haul, a little bit of a green show and tell, and kind of a old theory, topic, idea made new again. So yeah, let's do the haul first, okay? So I cannot seem to keep this straight for the life of me. Yeah. Anyways, I was talking about in the last video the magnets that I bought. I bought them to go in my 4x6. I know it's squeaky. I don't know how to fix it. It's a stool. And so, it squeaks. Anyways, I bought them to fit in these 4x6 photo cases because I have a whole bunch of them for storing my dies and miscellaneous stuff, and I wanted them to help with these, and they work really good. I mean, they're really strong, and yeah, I really like them, and I don't think they were that expensive. But if you're looking for some, I will leave these down below. I got them on Amazon. They do have a sticker back, so you could adhere them to something, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah. So
it's 12:45.
I forgot to mute that. If you're looking for, they came in different sizes. I just bought these because I was being lazy and they fit in my cases. So if you're looking for something like that, there's that. My cats are doing the risky business running around the house. And then I got my order from Peachy Cheap, and hold on a sec here. You can't get this anymore, but you can get it on other places online. And as you all know, I'm obsessed with Simple Stories, and I've almost collected all of their 6x8 pads of the ones that I would use. And so they had this collection come up, and I almost bought this one this year and didn't, and then it came up on Peachy Cheap, and Peachy Cheap. Oh, I don't know if it's cheaper or not. It is cheaper. It is cheaper, but it's not like Walmart versus Neiman Marcus, okay, or whatever, cheaper. But anyways, I like Peachy Cheap. Every night before I go to bed, I check Peachy Cheap because the new post on Peachy Cheap and Peachy Cheap planner stuff, which I don't know why they did the two websites, because the planner, I thought the planner one was going to be planner stuff, but it's not. It's everything. I don't know the point of the two links, really. But anyways, every night they put their new ones up. I think it's midnight wherever they are, but it's I can't think. Not midnight. It is 10 p.m. Whew, that got washed out. Sorry. I don't know where that was going. It's 10 p.m. at my house, so I check it every night before I shut down. But oh, funny, it's in upside down. Is the whole pad like that? Oh, check it out. The whole pad is in upside down. Oh, that's hilarious. Except for it's off printed, which probably explains why it was so cheap. Oh well, I don't care. Is the whole thing like that? Yep. That's funny, you guys. Check that out. That's pretty. Anyways, I don't care because I have to cut some of it off anyways to make it fit. I wish they'd quit doing these journal cards like this, but I love the birch But yeah, I can't say no. You can tell they're older pads because they just collapse, which again would bug me if I was paying full price for them. And like, if I was paying full price for it and I got that, I'd complain, but I'm not. And yeah, so I'm not going to. But that's the paper. I got the stickers that go with it. Not that apparently we're going to use winter stickers on any level this year. I mean, it could still show up in February, maybe January, February, March. When I got, my birthday's in March and I got married in March. And when the year we got married, we had like 3 or 4 feet of snow that year. It was hilarious. Anyways, it also came with the 2 ephemera packs. So yeah, there's those, which I really like. And I always put I have a file system that I put these in because they fit so nicely. And, but it's got sleighs and ice skates and stuff. I think what attracts me to Simple Stories is most of their stuff is grown up, but still with a whimsy touch to it. And I love the colors that they use. It's probably why I like also Tim Holtz stuff. His color palette attracts me. And then I'll cut this down and put it in there later. More plastic. Gotta have plastic. Lots of plastic. Thank goodness for plastic. Couldn't go that extra step and make it biodegradable plastic. No, can't do that. We'll charge $40 for a ridiculous stamp set, but we can't add $1 for biodegradable plastic. Yeah. Anyways, I don't pay $40 for a stamp. I think anybody that's paying these ridiculous prices for a stamp is nuts. I'm sorry. There's better things to spend your money on. But anyways, here's the die cuts. Eat, drink, and be cozy. Cozy. Like a snowflake, be beautiful in your own way. Aww. Oh, look, schematics for a sleigh. That's kind of cute. Anyways, I'm a junkie. I love it. Simple Stories rocks my world, as y'all know. All right, so that was my little itty bitty haul that I got from Peachy Cheap. Yep. Okay, so let me get this out of here. Lean. All right, then a quick show and tell. Ready? This is one of my babies. It's a month old today. It's his birthday, and I'm gonna have it for lunch. I think this is one of my red sales. I grow a whole bunch of different lettuces in the house, but I wanted to show you guys that you can, I use shop lights with fluorescent light bulbs. That's what I use to grow stuff. People are always like, oh, I can't afford the fancy lights and all that. Shop lights, cheap. Shop lights, fluorescent bulbs, water. You got it. But let me get it out of the tub. Oop. Lost a piece. You know what I mean? It's a full size thing. Now, I've grown these before. This is actually, if I leave it alone, it'll get leaves about this big. They make great spring rolls, summer rolls. But yeah, so I wanted to share that before I ate it for lunch. I'll every once in a while I'll show you more because they're just cool. Like I have one that's a freckles romaine and it's got freckles. It's adorable. All right, now probably the reason everybody clicked on this was the inspiration journals. The name of the challenge, or it's not a challenge, just the lady is Dee Farago, and she is making a colossal tome of concepts. And basically it's a book to put in your I show how I grow this stuff on my Facebook page, by the way. It'll be linked down below because I know I'm going to get questions. Anyways, it's an inspiration book. And 10, 11 years ago, I made this. So it was kind of cool to see it pop back up, and it does every once in a while. But I happen to know where mine were this time, but I haven't cracked them open in forever. I did dust them off so you guys wouldn't be totally horrified. But basically what it is you fill it full of ideas. And that's basically what I did with mine years and years and years ago. I have a video up, a really bad video up on these that was dated June 2011, something like that. Something like that. And I'll link it down below if you want to see how bad it was. But I'm not going to go through page for page unless you guys want to see a better walkthrough of these. But the basics are basically what her thing is. Only she's doing a great big book for junk journaling and stuff like that. And she's inspired me, but I'll hold that thought. But basically what mine is I made this, like I said, 2011, 2010. It was actually made in 2010, but I didn't get a video done until 2011 because I had to fill it up, and that took time. So, but I basically, every time I saw an idea or I had done something in one of the mini albums or journals or whatever the heck I was making, tags, ATCs used to be huge back then. I don't know if they still are. I would put the idea in this book. And it filled up, and so I made another book. And that's basically what I did years and years and years ago. Funny part is that I only took some notes as I was looking through this going, what the hell is that? So some of it I know and some of it I don't, which is why she inspired me to sit down, and I think I'm going to try to make a new one that's bigger. I'm not positive. Don't quote me on this. This is I also have like 7 other things that I said I was going to do that I'm trying to get done. And that's part of my 2020 goals, is to not feel like I have to concentrate on one project, period. Because I feel like if I try to do more than one project, I just don't do anything. And in reality, I need to just sit my ass down and do them. So like the first page in this was I used some, and it's nice to see that my handwriting is still just as shitty as it used to be, but I used distress embossing powder, I think. Cut the shape. This was cut from grunge board. I don't think I even have any grunge board anymore. Oh, that stuff smelled like dead animal skin, didn't it? It was awful. Ink with vintage photo, emboss with vintage photo distress powder. I think I even have some of that still somewhere. Sprayed with suede glimmer mist, and then added copper alcohol ink here and there. Oh, that's kind of cool. But anyway, so, and like this is embossed, that aluminum tape you get for doing duct work. That's what that is. But you kind of get the gist. And like I said, if you guys want a page by page flip of this, let me know and I will do it. But, it's like, how did stencils look when you sprayed them? How did that work? And let's flip here. Oh, what different distress inks did, because oxides didn't exist back then. Actually, distress inks were like brand new. Woo! Back then. But it's like putting ink directly on it, spraying with water, dipping the paper into ink. This is what you get the general gist on that. And then I have ones that were like, this was a page from Following the Paper Trail. Do you guys remember Laura? I think she's back on YouTube again. I don't know. Every once in a while she pops up on my Facebook page, which is kind of cool. Star. Woo. Yes, I have a fandom. I made everything she ever made until she got really in-depth and complicated in her stuff. Not that it's not awesome. I just didn't do... it just wasn't where I was at that time. But her stuff was amazing. And so I do recommend checking her out. but this is like a pocket, and you had a tag, and talk about ghetto. Look at that flower there, and now I can't even get it back in. Oh, that's funny. Is it stuck? Yeah. And so, well, we'll leave it. But like but here's the problem is she has hundreds of videos. I have no idea which one this is. And so I don't know what this is. It's a pocket of some kind, which is kind of cool, but it folds somehow. And yeah, so I don't know what it is. And why won't this go back in? It came out, obviously. Here it goes. Anyways, and then, but there's all kinds of, like, I would see card things and I would put them on, or I would get a new supply of something. This is Liquitex blended fiber and beads. You know, there'd be an idea for making like a tag book. So like, you've seen these, right? And then you know, so, and when I was being really good, I would write down where I saw how I made it, but I didn't. And that's the problem, is now I can't go back and figure it out. Paper ruffles, different folds for paper ruffles, the basis for a mini album. I actually have a completed one like that. Like, just different things, you know? And so I don't want to make another one that has this kind
It's
of
1 o'clock.
this kind of, my alarm's going off, you know, the same things that I have in here. I want to make another one with the new things. Oh yeah, this was her Sunburst mini album that she did on Ustream, and I just made a mini of it and put it in here. This is what I was doing: alcohol inks, crackle medium. Here's another one of those flip books. Do you remember the flip books that you could turn in a different billion ways? Tags on acetate, tailored expressions, kind of thing. But what I want the new one to be, cool, is about, not so much about junk journaling, but like the different pockets that people use, or the different tags that people use, or ideas for ephemera or things like that. Spray, heat. Huh. See, there's all double slider. Ooh. I can't believe any of these still work. See the slider? Cool, right? Anyways, so that's like, here's the waterfall card. And then here's some kind of another following the paper trail, so that it hooked out like this. And then there was a pocket. This one's Tracy's Treasures 24 envelope flip pocket book. Ooh, it does all kinds of things. But you get what I'm saying? And then, I don't know, apparently I had lots of buttons. I still have all those buttons. Anyway, so that's that one. And then this is this one. And again, just more ideas. But it's like, I have this. I made a tag. Congratulations, I can make a tag, I guess. But this has got sewing stuff in it, I think is why I did that. This one was kind of cute, though. I have these little baubles that I covered the bottom with and glued and made flowers. But anyways. But like, I have things like this. This is following the paper trail on Ustream again. Is Ustream even alive? I don't know. But it's come apart or something. Nope, there's butterflies. Oh, wait, there's butterflies. But I don't know where this was going. So there's no information on that. Here's a Kathy Orta thingy and a I love knk.com new twist quilling thing. A shutter book. Some kind of mini thing. See, there's that tape again. No, this is just tinfoil. Aluminum foil. I made homemade twine. But you get it, right? And then here's some making flowers, flower border. And then that was that. So what I'm thinking of is making another one to go with these. That has like, because what I get stuck on is like pocket ideas. You know, it's like I'm making this that altered book you guys saw, and I'm still working on that. But I run out of ideas for how to fold the pages. So to have a section in there with different page folds, you know, because the pages are still in the book, but I want to fold them into pockets, you know. And then the other thing I have that's kind of an inspiration journal, this is my smoosh book, smoosh journal, whatever you want to call it. This stupid thing, this video on this has the most views I've ever had in my entire life. It is still my most highly rated project that I've ever done, which just cracks me up. And it is 2010, 2011. But I loved this thing. And this kind of reminds me what she's doing with her concept journal. Because what I did with this is I just filled it. I guess it's kind of a junk journal if you want, but I used ball and chain because it got ginormous, but I didn't want to have like great big rings. And it's got like a chipboard cover, but then I just filled it with stuff, okay? Pages. And then I would go through and I would do different techniques and things in it. So this, I don't even know where this paper is. But, you know, so you have like this quilting look, right? And so I would do a page and then that's that. And then I did a quote with stuff on the back, you know. There's even pictures, there was even things that I did in my, about Josh and stuff like that. There was envelopes in it. And yes, if I remember right, there is, yep, stuff in it. There's a pocket with a tag ready to go, glimmer misted and all that kind of stuff. And so this is kind of what, like a mix of maybe what she's thinking about, but I don't know what, that's why I call this a smoosh journal, because everything is just smooshed in here, all different kinds of stuff. There's acetate. This was a rusty bucket, and then I wrote, what did I write in here? Colored white watching storm chasers follow a tornado that came through Billings on June 6, 2011. Use distress inks for the color. So you see what I mean? Yeah, and I've had this forever. I love this stupid thing. And I had great intentions of just keep adding to it, but like, you know, there's layers, and I have lots of videos on this, so there's more to see. But it was just different kinds of stuff. And the junk journal back then didn't really fit what I wanted to do. It wasn't like, I wanted to do an art journal and a junk journal and a mini album and scrapbooking, all this, and it all went into one book. So like this, I remember, this is Rachel Black. This is from her, I don't remember what her YouTube channel is. Anyways, she used different, I think it was her. Anyways, different kinds. You put a lot of texture down, then you covered it with aluminum tape. And and then you could, anyways, you get it. But so like I said, I have journals or videos on this, but it made me think of this stuff when she did her video. There's just different techniques. It's really chunky, has different, you know, lots of texture. And I just basically went through and cut apart stuff, did my, you know, arting. So yeah, it's kind of what I want to do with my About Me journal, and only I want to like, I don't want to put the book together. I want to do a page at a time over the prompts. But just, I don't know, I would just go through and fill the pages up. These are the ends of tea bags. That's what this is tea bags. Yeah, yoga. Say it straight, simple, and with a smile. The best way of life is to be simply be. Anyways, this tea is delicious. I usually get it at Target. But yeah, see, there's just, it's really, they're really, oh, let's see, popped up, really thick pages. More of that rusty bucket, they're out of business. I had forgotten all about this until I caught her video. If I have a monument in this world, it is my son. But yeah, you know, and so there's just all kinds of, I wrote a note to him. It says, Joshua, I love you so very much. I am so very proud of you for so many reasons. You are joy. You are kind. You try so hard. You make me smile and you make me laugh. Thank you so very much for loving me. You are the best son a mother could ever wish for. Love always, Mom. June of 2011. You can tell that I'm hoping he'll kind of go through all this stuff. But there's like a pocket with a little mini book kind of thing, and acetate was big back then. I saw this page and I thought of Angela Kerr, and it's so funny because she likes to do the acetate with the floating things. And yeah, look at that. See, can you see it? It's open. But yeah, and then it's like happy birthday, happy Mother's Day, happy anniversary, and then there are pockets of little bags. And yeah, so anyways, you kind of get the gist, right? And then I bound it. Ugh, it's thick. But I think this is kind of, only these are finished and she's not going to finish hers. Hers are, oh yeah, I drew this. I'd forgotten all about that. And then the journaling is done in a glimmer pen all the way through her hair. That was kind of cool. Like I said, there's close-up videos on this book on my YouTube channel. I'll link all that down below. And then I put in grommets because I was trying to figure out how in the world to manhandle it, but they've gotten really stretched and stuff. But I will put the link to her concept journal in the description down below. And there's another lady that's doing it. Let me look. Hold on. Shari? Black Dog Designs, I think, is her name. Anyways, but if you're looking for something to do that's something like this, you might check out that little challenge. It's not a challenge, idea. She has a hashtag 2021, and then there's the initials. Again, I'll put all that down below. But I just kind of wanted to show you that she inspired me to dig my stuff out because I had done that years and years and years ago. And it's a great idea. And I need to do it again for all the new stuff that's come out in the last 10 years. And I think I will, because I only have a project pile the size of a house. But anyways, that's what I wanted to share today. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, I forget to link something down below, whatever, let me know. Do you have something like this? Did you make something like this? Or are you thinking about making something like this? I would love to know about it. And if you have ideas, like where do you get your ideas for pockets and pocket pages and pages that fold? What I'm trying to find is just different kinds of pockets and tucks and stuff like that. So anyways, I wanted to share that. And if you want to see more of my babies, I'm going to go have lunch now. I will see you in the next video. Bye.